Okay, I thought I'd show you some maintenance on this thing. All this area you should shop vac clean. It'll get debris and dirt, hair and crap in there, and that's how the engine breathes, or the motor. And then in here I always spray a little bit of WD-40 just so that the handle is freed up. And you can pull back and forth on the handle, and if it moves, it could be loose down here. But also underneath you could see there's a lot of debris that works its way up in here, and this machine's not very old. I have two of them. This one's my newer one. But with the, well, you can actually see, I don't know if you could see that bracket has come loose. So that could be part of the vibrational noise that I've been trying to discover here. So you want to take these 4 screws out. There's the screws. I've already taken them out. And then just pop that cup off. There's your oscillating weight. And right in the center is your bearing. You can order a new bearing for 27 bucks. I can put a link where you can get it, or you can just put Oreck Orbiter bearing and it'll come up. But these go bad. They should be greased. Mine doesn't sound too bad at all. Like I said, it's relatively new, so I think the problem I'm having is the loose bracket over here on the side. So look at all that. I'll get a shop vac and let's clean that out. Okay, so now it's clean. You could wipe it out. You could get a smaller tool and get really deep down in there, but along the sides of the motor, where the coils are, copper coils, you want to get that real good. So yeah, I don't think my bearing's bad. Seems to be good. I'm not gonna take the time to grease it today, but there's a way to pop that off. And basically what you would do, well, you see this? See how that's moving, that metal plate behind those 2 screws? You see that wiggling? That's my vibrational noise. In addition to the plastic driver plate, I think had a little vibration. So easy fix, tighten that down really tight. Now it's on there solid. You could put a little Loctite on there if you wanted to, but I always check this. Tighten these 2 bolts, that holds the handle. Like I said, you could pull back and forth on the handle from the back, and if it jiggles, you need to tighten it. But tighten all these bolts, all these screws. Just go through, tighten everything up. There's not much to these. This and the bearing race, like I said, 27 bucks. You can pop that off. And what you want to do, you can see here, I don't think it's loose enough. No. There's a way to pop this off. And the way you do it is, you see this bolt here, and then there's a matching bolt on the other side. Just unscrew one of those, probably that one, and just unscrew it until it comes up and it stops. It'll get in the way of the weight. You bring it up, and then this thing won't move. So when you're turning with the screwdriver, that'll be held in place. You can see it kind of looks like a holder. And then you unscrew that screw, you pop that off, and you can change the bearing. $27 if yours is rattling like a snake. Clean this all out. This is just your cap, but this little section right here that rides above the bearing, since the bearing goes both directions, if you get dirt and grit in there, it'll affect, you'll hear the bearing, or you'll hear the plastic on the bearing against this. So what I always do is put a little bit of petroleum jelly, Vaseline. Hard to do this one-handed, sorry guys and girls. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the center. You want it around this area, not there, but around here, around the side where the top of the bearing just slightly touches. You'll hear if you leave it without anything on it, it won't hurt anything, but you might hear a kind of a hissing or a whoosh, and that's where the bearing's spinning below the cup. So, and you probably wouldn't hear it unless there was a bunch of dirt in there, but I like to just kind of keep that in place, keep it clean and dry. And then you want to tighten up your 4 screws. You got to get it lined up, which I don't think do I have it? No. So let's line up the holes. Okay, wait a minute. So once we get these holes lined up, we'll put the screws in. You'll see me start the screw and spin the whole plate. When I'm done spinning it, then I'll hold it with my hand and then do the final tightening. Don't over tight where you crack the plastic. It is pretty durable, but you want to get all 4 in there, and I usually do a crisscross pattern, kind of like if you've ever changed a tire, so that you don't get an uneven surface. Go from one side to the other, get them about the same tight, and then do the other 2 sides, and then just tighten it down. There you go, all tight. Machine's ready for service again. You know, you got to take care of these things. So just thought this might help somebody.